This is the easiest guide to portion control ever, and it's free. You carry it everywhere you go. You have it no matter where you are or what you're eating. Do you know what it is? It's your hand. No matter what size you are, your hand is a good guide to different food groups, and I'm going to show you that now. When it comes to fruits and vegetables, take your hand and make a fist. Your fist size is the portion of either a fruit or a cooked vegetable. So, a medium-sized apple or a medium-sized orange would be about the size of your fist. The jumbo size, you could probably cut in half. If we're talking about small fruits, like raspberries and strawberries, you can measure them into about a half a cup, and that's approximately the size of your fist. When we talk about cooked vegetables, even raw vegetables that are chopped up, this is approximately the size of my fist for vegetables, and I'm going to put them on a plate so you can kind of see. It might be a little bigger, maybe a man-sized fist. But when we're talking about leafy vegetables, spinach, kale, lettuce, you can double that to 2-size fists. So that might look like one, and I'm bunching it up. So I'll make this one smaller. So that would be a serving of lettuce. For eating protein, we're going to use our hand and measure the palm of our hand. You can also say it's the size of a deck of cards. So the palm of your hand, if you're eating meat, is about 3 to 4 ounces of meat. If you're not eating meat, I have some tofu here for instance, it would be approximately this much. So this is my protein. Now, when we want to measure our carb sources, and that includes starchy vegetables, which would be potatoes, sweet potatoes, green peas, corn, that type of thing, we're going to measure what would fit in the cupped size of our hand. So that might be 1/3 to 1/2 a cup if you were measuring. Let's just eyeball some rice. So I packed it into my hand and then squished it into this cup, and I'll put it on the plate so you can see how much that would amount to. Okay, so that is a full serving of a carb. Now let's take sweet potatoes, a starchy vegetable. We also count that as a carb source. And I really squished this into my hand. It was probably heaping. So that's a little more than would fit in evenly in my hand, but that would be a large serving of sweet potato, just to give you an idea what they look like on a plate. When it comes to fats, fats are very high in calories for the amount that we get. So we have to be careful with our fats. Taking a thumb, the full size of your thumb would be a serving of oil, salad dressing, peanut butter, those types of fat sources. Fat sources also come from sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and a thumb size isn't very big compared to what you can probably eat if you're snacking. You can also think of it as the size of a tablespoon. Now I've measured some walnuts into a tablespoon, and this is how many walnuts I get. This is more than the size of my thumb, but when you're measuring whole chunky nuts like this, you could probably go with 2 thumbs or a tablespoon, which would be about 2 of my thumbs. Okay, not very many nuts for a serving, so don't overdo it there. This handy tool is especially useful when you're dining out. Did you know serving sizes dining out have more than doubled in the last 30 years? We like to supersize everything. Here's a bonus tip. When you're dining out in a nice restaurant and you order a meal, it's usually going to be more than you need. So ask for a takeout container when your meal comes, and then you can divide your meal in half, take some home for lunch the next day, bonus, and I'm sure you'll be satisfied with what's left in front of you. Try it. If you've been eating larger portion sizes than you really need to, it might take a while to get used to the smaller portion sizes, but I bet you'll notice a difference pretty quickly. You might sleep better, feel better, your digestion might improve, you might have a clearer head, and you might even notice the pants starting to fit a little easier. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.